viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him. Now, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Second and 14. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Green. You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's coming. We got double up.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check now. Hold on.
They'll try to run with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll drop to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun give to Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. From the 25 on second down, Murray. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now,
they're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part.
They've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes it to Evans. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Murray now on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. First down, and they go back to Harris. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of the yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
On second down, this is Harris. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Flush to his right. And he fends him off. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 28, 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They're going to look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2 score. Here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And now here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fournette running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Steps away to his left. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just down across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 22, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check it out, Reed. Hey, ace.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Murray. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw it. Murray. Being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Carolina, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again.